Well, not even being stuck at home makes men do more household work. And well, that's not an opinion, but a fact. How ironic is that? Because the show's called POV with Pallavi. Well, welcome back to yet another episode where I bring in these culturally diverse topics that affects you and me and the society at large. This is your host Pallavi at 94.3 Radio 1, and for today, I'll be discussing 4 lessons that scientists learned when the world stood still. The pandemic, that uninvited guest who overstayed, seems to be forgotten by the world now. But what that period taught us, specifically these group of scientists and researchers, was that they learned something really new about human behaviors, about who we are and how we live, to be specific. And the New York Times recently put an article out about the significant changes in human behaviors that these group of researchers learned during the period of pandemic, which is so insightful, it exactly tells us who we are. Scientists, the most curious beings, had the front row seats to humanity's most peculiar performance, I must say. And let me present to you 4 lessons that they learned about human behavior when the world stood still. Okay, number 1, I have to begin with the most annoying one. Not even being stuck at home makes men do more household work. That is crazy. Like 8 out of 10 mothers reported to share the burden all alone, while their husbands, I'm sure they must be busy boiling water if that's their major contribution. Second one's my favorite. Plants make people happier. Well, that's 100% true. And it's lovely how people are getting to observe this bit of life more, because it demands a lot of observation and time, which we lack all the time. But a study in 9 countries found that access to nature, even a little balcony or a garden at their home, buffered the stress levels among people and boosted their mood swings. And honestly, my personal hack to fight these baseless mood swings is to just go out in the nature and take a walk down the road. Alright, third one, there's a simple way to kill child poverty. When the United States of America sent monthly bills to parents to take care of their children, the United States reported to have better childcare, healthcare, and the overall mental health and mood of parents improved and doubled up. But when in 2022, these monthly checks were ended by the government, the poverty was doubled up in the US. And the fourth one is, even without in-person meetings and days spent in cubicles, businesses worldwide continued. In fact, a world-renowned Stanford economist, Nick Bloom, says that work from home works. On a more introspective note, what the pandemic did was it forced us to confront ourselves, which, let's face it, most of us chooses not to, right? With shutting all the social distraction tabs, we had the time to go through our own thoughts, our own habits, and also the lack of cooking skills that made us suffer a lot during the pandemic. But I think our solitude led us to our overall personal growth and the appreciation for the simpler joys. For example, finishing a whole goddamn book in just a couple of weeks made me feel so accomplished. It was as flattering as getting a promotion, I kid you not.
So a habit I picked up during COVID is procrastination. And
so one habit that I feel has really inculcated in me post-COVID is my OTT consumption. Like, it has increased multifolds post-COVID. I think I consume a lot more content online than I did before COVID. And I think that has also had a huge impact on my personality as a whole, because now I derive my entire personality from the stuff I watch online, which I don't think was the case before COVID. So yeah.
Okay, one habit that I've picked up during COVID is working out. As lame as this sounds, that I started working out only when it was COVID and I had nothing to do, and I was like, okay, let's work on myself because it's the only time I got, and then that stayed with me. So every morning doing 1 hour of yoga is something that I picked up, and it stayed with me. So yeah.
During COVID, I used to cook a lot of food, and I would say like I can cook better than my mom right now as well. So mom, this is coming at you. I can make a better dal khichdi than you.
And well, with all that said and done, in the grand tapestry of scientific discovery, what the pandemic did is it added threads of humility, adaptability, and a reminder that sometimes the most profound lessons are learned from observing the quirks of human nature. And as we move forward, we perhaps should embrace all these lessons, because at the end of the day, aren't all of us trying to figure it out all together? And with that, it was my time on today's POV with Pallavi. If you like what I just spoke to you about, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down your thoughts below and share as much as you can. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
One world, your station.